This video is brought to you by Ageless Geeks.
Hey, what is up guys? This is Anthony, aka BatBomb82, and today I'll be doing a review of the 112 Collective Captain America figure from Mezco Toys. Now, taking a look at the front, we can see that the figure is in a solid blue box, with the Captain America shield showcased in the center. Turning the box around, we can see the figure in multiple posing positions, and at the bottom, 4 panels showcasing some of his accessories and interchangeable parts. Turning the box back around, opening the lid, we can see the figure showcased in a window box packaging surrounded by his multiple accessories, and on the lid, an American flag motif. So with the box out of the way, let's crack this figure open and see what we have inside. And here's Captain America out of the box. And man, Mezco's doing such amazing things over there. I absolutely love this figure. This 112 Collective line truly is a work of passion, and I am so stoked to get every one of these figures in hand. But before we take a closer look at the figure, let's take a look at the accessories. Now, Captain America comes with a slew of accessories. Starting off, he comes with 2 interchangeable heads, including a helmeted head and a Steve Rogers head. He also comes with a canteen, 2 grenades, and a field knife. And at the bottom, you can see he comes with multiple interchangeable hands, including a pair of close-fisted hands, a pair of gripping hands, a pair of open palm hands, a pair of shield-throwing hands, a saluting hand, a finger-pointing hand, and a thumbs-up hand. Next up, we can see that he comes with a circular base stand done with the Captain America shield printed atop. We can also see a clear articulated arm with a clasp that articulates at 4 points. And on the right, we can see his Captain America shield and harness for holding the shield. So with the accessories out of the way, let's take a closer look at Captain America. Alright guys, now let's take a closer look at Captain America here. Honestly, in my opinion, once again, Mezco absolutely nails it. This is such a good figure. And I think already, I'm a big Captain America fan. He's one of my all-time favorite superheroes, definitely in my top Marvel characters of all time, so I think he's quickly becoming my favorite Captain America figure of all time, so I'm absolutely loving this guy. Also, now you can see that I do have him on his little stand right here. He does have a little peg hole that you just peg into just like that, and he stays on there very, very well. But he does have this arm that you could put in there instead. And how I remove the little peg, I just turn this over to the bottom and use the bottom of the stand here and actually just push that through just like that, and the little peg comes right off. And then you could place him in the stand just like that. It does have these little clasps right here, so you can hold on to him. Just wrap it around him with his waist, just like so. Open him up, and just like that. And he'll actually hold on to the air just like that very, very well. I like that quite a bit. I do love the way the Mezco has designed their stands. They do work very, very well, and I really do appreciate that. So let's take a closer look at the figure itself real quick. The head sculpt looks really, really good. I like that a lot. This is the more ultimate type of Cap, so he's a little more, a little more, feels like a little more armored, a little more actual military-ish, as opposed to the other one version, which is more just like spandex superhero type. So he has more of a helmet looking, looks really, really good. I love the sculpt of it around the helmet, just like that. Looks really, really nice, man. Love that a lot. He's got the little wings painted on, very, very crisp. All the paint apps on this thing are very, very clean, and I really do appreciate that. The nice A on there. The head sculpt, I think it looks fantastic. I love that a lot. It looks really, really good. And let's pop this head off very quick. It's just on a ball peg, just like that. And you can bring in the alternate head, which is just your Steve Rogers head, just like that. I like that one a lot too. Really nice clean blonde hair. Just total all-American, just like that. Really, really good. Nice clean paint apps just for that too. I like this head very, very much so. What I do like doing is if I'm going to pose him without the with that head on, I'll actually put this on like he's holding it like there, and to make it look like he's maybe holding on to his helmet. So I think that's really, really cool. So I like that a lot. So let's go ahead and put the other head back on. The hands are also on ball pegs, or just little pegs, because they are interchangeable, and you do get a lot of different hands. So they come off just like that, and they do hold on there very, very sturdy. So let's just put on, like, say, this is one of like those shield throwing hands. So that works very, very well. I love just the muscle structure, or just the body structure. He looks very stocky. You know, he doesn't look too thin. He doesn't look too bulky, in my opinion. I just think the form of it is very, very well done. All the detail of like his belts, the straps going along the shoulders right here, the pouches all look really, really good. Love that a lot. This actual back strap right here, like over the shoulders, is actually a separate piece. You just slide it on over the shoulders, and it holds on very, very nice. I prefer it just like that. And I'll show you real quick about the back of this little centerpiece. There is a magnet, and then there's a magnet right here in the little centerpiece of the shield, and then you just attach that to the back, and it holds on just like that, and it holds on very, very nice. It's not going to go anywhere. So I love that little mechanic that Mezco is doing with magnets and whatnot. We saw a little bit of that with their Judge Dredd figure, but now they're utilizing it with this one, so I think it works very good, and you can see it just holds on very, very nice. Same thing with the hands. If you want to put it in, you could have, they do have gripping hands that hold onto the little handle right here. But if you didn't want to do that, in these little pouches on each glove, there actually are magnets as well. So you can actually hold it on just like that, and peg just right there. So see the little magnet right there, and it holds on. You know, it'll stay on there pretty good too, so I like that quite a bit. So keep looking down with the suit. I do fear over time that these like scale pieces, I don't know, will peel off, because it seems like right here on the shoulder a bit, they're already kind of coming off a little bit, but they're still on there pretty good. So I don't know, I'm hoping over time that doesn't become an issue and where those peel off or whatever it may be, but overall it still looks really, really good. The bodysuit really hugs the actual figure underneath very, very well. I appreciate that so, so much. And it doesn't really hinder the articulation of the figure whatsoever, so I love that. I do like the more slightly baggier pants that he gets right here. Looks really, really cool. I love that a lot. And then the sculpting and the paint apps on the gloves and the boots are very, very well done. I just love all that brown, and there actually is a darker wash in there to bring out the sculpted detail and whatnot. He does have his boot knife right in there, and that does come separately in the box, so you just put that right in there, and he can hold it in one of his gripping hands, so that was very, very well. One thing I do notice is a little weird. I'm not sure why they did this, but he does have a little pouch right here in the back of his belt. Okay, that's really cool, but for some reason they made it removable, and you can see a little peg right there where you can replace it with a little canteen. Now the canteen is really, really nice, and you can just peg it right in that hole. So I'm not really sure why you have the option of either having the pouch or the canteen. I kind of wish you could just do both. So that's a little weird, but I mean, I still love the extra accessories, but I just don't really get why they did that. And on the back of the box, you do see where you could house the grenades. The grenades are really nice, just in a little flat black with a little metallic grips. And it does show that you kind of like, just kind of clip them onto the back of the belt like that, and that's where you store them. For me, I don't really dig that all that much. I actually really rather put them right there, like right across these shoulder straps. To me, I think that looks much, much better. So for me, I'll be storing them there. So yeah, that's just something a little odd I noticed with the back of that. So it works really, really good. So let's take our look at articulation real quick. The head is ball jointed. See, it rolls around very, very nice. Does turn left and right. Up very, very far. Down very, very far. We do get like ball-like shoulders. So you can go up about that far, which is pretty good, and down and out. Works very, very nice. And I can see once again the material doesn't really hinder going out. It hinders it a bit going all the way up, but it's not too bad. You do get a bicep swivel in there, rotate left and right. It feels like it could be, yeah, it is a double jointed elbow, but it only goes about 90 degrees just like that, but it works okay. We do get a glove cut, allows it to rotate left and right, and since those hands are on those pegs, they do rotate just like that, as well as hinge just like that, so those work very, very well. We do get an ab crunch feature, which is right here just above the stripes. So it does move independently, rotates left and right just like that, pivots side to side, and bends back and forth. So you do get a lot of motion in there, which I really do appreciate. Now it does feel like there could be an extra waist joint in there, but I kind of don't think there is. I think you're just getting the full rotation up in this upper torso cut right there, so you do get a full range of motion in there too, so that works very, very good. It seems like the hips on ball-like joints as well, so it allows you to kick forward about that much, back about that far. Can do the splits surprisingly well. Like I said, even with the material, it does not really hinder it whatsoever, so you do get a lot of motion in there. We do get a thigh cut in there, allows it to rotate left and right. We also do get double jointed knees that work very, very nice. Like that a lot. Again, not hindered by the pants whatsoever. We do get a boot cut in there, allows it to rotate left and right. And we do get a nice ankle joint, allows you to point the toe not too far down, goes up a bit, does rotate, and then we do get a very tiny bit of ankle rocker in there. So, and then one other thing I want to show you is change out the hand. I want to show you how he holds onto the shield. So we do get one of the gripping hands, just like this, put it on there like so. Then we do get the little handle, and I find you just put on the little, slide it in there. It's a little tricky at first, but luckily enough the hands are soft enough and at the same time sturdy enough to where they'll hold it very, very well. So you can see he holds on and do it just like that, and then you just bring it down, and then the magnet will connect to that right there. So I think he holds that very, very nice. I do love the paint apps on the shield, really nice metallics and whatnot. I think that's just a solid, solid shield. I will complain about one thing minor though. I kind of wish there were a little more details inside the shield, honestly, but it's not too bad, and I really do still love it that much. So overall, man, I think this really has got to be my favorite Captain America figure to date. I love something about soft goods on a figure that, as long as it's well done, I absolutely appreciate and love so much. Mezco really is doing wonders over there. They are making my ultimate dream line of action figures, and the fact that I finally get one of my favorite characters, which is Captain America, I am so stoked that I couldn't be happier. So yeah, I absolutely love him, and if you could find him, I know he's expensive. A lot of these figures are higher quality, so you're going to pay about the $80 range for the standard figures like this. So if you can afford them, man, I highly suggest picking them up. I think you guys would absolutely love him. So for a quick size comparison, here he is standing next to a few other Captain America Marvel Legends figures in my collection. Also for comparison, here he is standing next to the Mezco 112 Judge Dredd, as well as the Mezco 112 Armored Batman figure. And just for fun, here he is standing next to Little Lego Bat-Bomb. So there it is, guys. My review of the 112 Collective Captain America figure from Mezco Toys. And I absolutely love this piece. Everything that Mezco is doing with this 112 line truly is a work of art. It gets me so excited for future releases, and I can't get enough. I am so stoked to have this piece, and I think you will absolutely love it too. So please comment, like, and subscribe. Stay nerdy, my friends. Peace.